since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down,
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 8, read. Come on. You better bring it. Ready?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Woodall. And he'll go down and the Bears get there for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley down right around the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Go right in. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Here we go, 46. 46.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Prescott. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves Jack that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw on 3rd down. Woodall looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Cooper was the target there. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First down,
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Here we go. Here we go. 4-8. Right here. Right here. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've broken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ready, set. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. No. Off. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 49. Alert flare. Clear. Fire.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's pick up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready? Operating from the gun. Woodall. Cooper's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 58 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's checking. Crash. Here we go. Go to 54. 26.
First down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check.
Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They run with Holyfield. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Single. 22 jet bomber. 44 is the mic. 44.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 7. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that doesn't...
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The point after is good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's
to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let him know. Switch. Ready, Steve Griffin.
Here's Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
It got his man complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete to Robinson. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, Woodall. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Cooper was the intended target.
We can't be stopped.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Ready. Mike Popo. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go to Elliott again. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go one more.
Off play action. Woodall nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Prescott now. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Chicago.
Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Now Prescott. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Another drive bogs down, but for the fourth time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Switch. Begin.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 24. Safe.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Touchdown, Chicago! Saquon Barkley, 32 yards as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Bears 26, Cowboys 17.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First down.
Here we go. You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
On first down, Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Woodall. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Is a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go. Ricky.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check hot route. Hot. Mike 55.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Chicago, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.